Hello my lovely beauties, it's Sheila and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, I am about to do a hair review. It has been quite a while. I mean, gosh, so long I don't even remember how long it's been since I've done a hair review. But you guys know a lot of things have been going on in the world and things just took precedent over doing a hair review. The last time I had hair installed, I actually ended up with a death in my family. That took me out of pocket for about a month, give or take, just because things were just happening. I mean, I did a few other videos, but it was not the time for me to do a hair review. So I just kind of decided, you know what, I'm not going to worry about it. And besides, it was a hair that I had installed before. It was my second go round on that hair. So I didn't feel the pressure to do a review on it. Before we go any further, a little disclaimer. If you see some little smokish looking stuff going through the air, it's actually steam from my humidifier. I have my humidifier literally sitting right next to me. I suffer from allergies really bad, and I need this thing today because I'm having a very rough time with coughing and just a rough scratchy throat. So this is definitely helping me. So it's helping me get through the video. You might hear a little noise and you might see a little steam flying up every now and then, but hopefully it's not distracting to you. I just realized that it was actually, I could see it in the camera. So anyway, getting back to the hair. So once I got over with the death of my family, the next thing that happened was COVID-19. So y'all know COVID-19 caused a lot of things to shut down, like pretty much everything to shut down. So needless to say, hair salons were not able to operate, and I ended up having to wear my hair way longer than I wanted to, but that was okay. I was just worried about our safety. I just took it in stride. I wore wraps, I wore scarves, I did all kinds of things to my hair. I became very resourceful when it came to my hair and figuring out ways to camouflage the fact that my roots were completely grown out. But I lived through it, and then the weekend came that they were going to allow the salons to open up, and so I was able to get some new hair installed. So if you are interested and you want to find out all about this hair that I have installed, please stick around, and I am going to be more than happy to share with you this new look that I have. So it looks like you stuck around, so you must be interested in finding out all about this hair that I have installed. The hair that I have installed is from the Nafy Collection. It's by Hitachi Beauty Lifestyles out of Atlanta, Georgia. The hair type that I have installed is called the Nubian Dred Twist. I purchased 4 packs of hair. The cost of the hair was $10.95 per pack. My color choice was a 1 jet black. I purchased this hair on April 20th. It shipped out the same day, and I received the hair on April 24th. So about 4 days to get to me. So one of the things that I think is very important whenever you're going to purchase hair is understanding or learning a little bit about the customer service from where you're purchasing the hair. So like I said, I had not ever used this hair before. I had not ever purchased from this site before. So I did have a lot of questions. I was kind of concerned whether or not they offer free shipping. So that was one of the questions I wanted to ask it through the customer service. And another question that I wanted to ask was about the hair itself. I literally did so much research on this hair trying to find a review. I looked on YouTube, I looked on Pinterest, I looked everywhere, and there was not one review that I could find on this particular style of hair. So I was a little bit concerned there because I was thinking, gosh, this is really going out on a limb. But again, I kept looking at the model and I absolutely loved her hair, and I was just like, you know what? If I order the hair and it gets to me and it don't look good, I'll send it back. The question that I really had about the hair was, how was the hair selling? Was it something that sold a lot of in the shop? I did share my concern about the fact that the hair had no reviews on it. And I was also concerned about like how much hair is actually in the pack, because when you're looking at something on a website, it's very hard to know what you're getting. The person that emailed me back was so friendly and so nice. They answered all my questions. The main question that a lot of people want to know, was there free shipping? They don't offer free shipping. They actually, and now this was one of the things that they didn't share with me. Not only do they not offer free shipping, but your shipping goes up according to how much hair you order. Initially, I was going to order 3 packs of hair and my shipping was going to be $6. But when I decided at the last minute, I wanted to go ahead and do that 4th pack because I was truly nervous about how much hair would be in the packs. I didn't know how big the strands were. I had nothing to compare it. So I thought worst case scenario, I have too much hair rather than not enough hair. So I went on and threw that 4th pack into my cart. And when I got to check out, my shipping was now $8. So I don't know at what point, like how much, I'll say at least 4 packs of hair will go up to $8, but I don't know, like as the tiers go up, how much your shipping and handling will go up. And I didn't see anything, although I don't know that I really looked for it very closely. So that part you have to check out yourself if you are interested in purchasing this hair. So this is how the hair came to me inside of one of these little bags like this. It was not anything fancy as far as like the packaging. It was just a plastic bag with the 4 packs of hair inside of it. And so once you take the hair out of the package, it is one full strand. And I want to say this was 10 inches, but don't quote me on that because I don't remember exactly, but I'll put it on the screen. I'm not real sure of how many strands are inside of the packaging. I didn't count. And out of my 4 packs that I purchased, I do have this whole one left over and then this much of the 3rd pack. So I think my hairstylist only used about maybe 3 strands out of this pack. I will insert some footage at the end of the video when I was at the shop having it installed. I don't really want to get into the installation part of it because I go to a stylist for a reason to have my hair installed, but I do have some footage that will be at the end of the video that will show a little bit of the installation of the hair. One of the things that my hairstylist did was she would take one full strand and pull it apart, which she told me, and I didn't know this, but when you pull the hair apart, it thickens. And so that's why it appeared to be the same size, even though I was using less hair. So anyway, that was interesting to me because I didn't know that. But again, like I said, there is a reason why I don't do my own hair, okay? Not when it comes to stuff like this. I will insert a picture of the model also at the end of this video. I basically wanted my hair to look just like the model except for the color. Lengthwise and everything, I just wanted it in black. And so my stylist was able to pretty much mimic that to a T. I do feel like I have a little bit more hair on my head than I am used to. So I feel, it's not that it's heavy, but it is a little bit longer than what I'm used to, and I have more hair on my head. Having hair that's lightweight is very, very important to me. And I will say, even though I know I have more hair on my head, I can feel it, but I don't feel the weight of hair. It feels very bouncy. It feels very loose and free. A slight comparison to the spring twist. It feels almost like the spring twist. The only thing is the spring twist, I feel like has more of a bouncing effect to it. I don't know if you can see, but my ends look a little bit rough. That is the way the model hair looked, and that's the way I wanted this hair to look. I wanted to look very, very natural. I wanted it to have the appearance as if I just twisted up my own hair and just kind of got to the ends and didn't know what to do with it. And for me, that really works. I know a lot of you like your hair to be very, very perfect. I'm not that girl. I like things looking a little bit rough, a little bit risque, a little bit like, yep, I did this myself, but at the same time have a really good look about it. So that being said, I don't know if you can see that, but my hair is all different layers. I wanted it this way on purpose, mainly because, again, like I said, I wanted a very natural look. And I will say this also, I ended up taking out one of the packs that I have completely opened, and so that way you can kind of see what the hair looks like when it's just one piece. Like I said, it is just one piece. And then if you notice, the ends look a little bit distressed, a little bit frayed, and both ends are that way. But if you look at this, you can see that the strands are not necessarily the same size. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not, but there is a slight variation between the strands. Not all of them are created equal. So saying that, when she would take the hair apart, some of my strands were actually going to be thicker than other strands because of the amount of hair that was in each strand, which again, that's something that I really like because I felt like it gave me just enough of variation in the hair, again, to make it look very natural. So in conclusion, my first impression on the hair is I definitely love the hair. From first impression, like I said, I've had it installed all but a day. One of the things I do want to share is after I purchased the hair, I did place one of the braids, and I did place one of these braids inside of my head, and I wore that for probably about maybe 2 weeks or maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I washed my hair during that time frame, and I noticed nothing. Like, the hair just looked beautiful. It didn't unravel. It looked gorgeous. So I kind of had a good feeling about that at that point, that when I wash this hair, it's going to hold up. And that was kind of like my intention, because I thought, I don't know too much about this hair. I wear my hair about 2 to 3 months each time I have a hair install. I do wear my hair. So it's very important to me that hair is going to hold up through washing. And, I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. This jet black hair needs a little help to stay jet black, if you know what I mean. So I actually dye my hair. I know a lot of people have that question about dyeing hair when they have things like faux locks or twists in their hair. I've done it all. Ever since I've been having any type of protective styles done to my hair, I dye them because like I said, I premature grade at a very young age, and I'm just not having that. So my main concern is always, will this hair hold up through washing and dyeing? And I believe that this one will, because I did dye it during that time and I did wash it during that time, and I had no problems with it. So I'm very confident that the hair will last okay. So in conclusion, let's talk about what I really feel about the hair. My first impression on this hair is I'll definitely give this hair a thumbs up. The price point I thought was great, $10.95 for a pack of hair, and you get quite a bit of hair in the pack. Even if you decide that you want to only use one of these for each hair piece in your hair, I think you'd be okay, but you probably would need to have had at least 4 packs, maybe 5 packs, depending on how full you want. One of the things I really like about the hair is that it's very lightweight. I don't feel any weight on my head. Like I said, I will say that I can feel the hair on my head, but I don't feel weight. And most importantly, at my roots, I don't feel weight on my roots. And that's very important if you're doing a protective style. I'm gonna give this hair 2 thumbs up. I love it so much. I love the way it looks. I'll love it even more in about 2 weeks when it's kind of softened up and loosened up and kind of molded to my head a little bit more. Right now, I feel like it's a little bit stiff. And if you watch my channel, you all know that I really, really like it. I can't stress this enough. I like a very natural look on my hair. So the more it kind of like loosens up and gets a little frizzy around the roots, that's when I really, really love it. I don't like this perfectness going on. So that's my preference. And I know a lot of you beauties out there love to have that hair looking like on point, perfect, like every little strand has to be in place. That is so not me. So before I go, I do want to touch bases a little bit on the ends of this hair. I think the ends of this hair might frighten a few of you a little bit if you like that hair to look so perfect all the time, because my ends definitely don't look perfect. But again, that's what I love about this hair. So this end is one that looks a little bit more tapered versus, let's just grab one randomly. Whereas you see this one looks a little bit not so tapered. See how that one's kind of like twirled at the end? It looks a little bit longer, like it's thinner, pulled out. Like look at the difference of these 2 ends. I like that. I like the fact that it's not, every piece of hair on my head is different. They all have their own look, which again, to me, I wanted that look. But if you want more of a tapered end, this is what you can achieve from that. You just have to have your stylist or you yourself cut your hair up from where the hair is kind of like frizzy at the end. So anyway, again, like I said, I really, really love this hair. I look forward to being able to do further reviews on the hair. I will definitely keep you informed. Read in the description box if over the next couple of weeks, if anything that I notice on the hair, I will go ahead and add it in the description box. But about 2 weeks from today, I'll try to do a kind of like a 2-week update on the hair to just let you know, because I probably would have gone through a washing by then. On that note, beauties, I am going to go ahead and close out this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this hair review. I'm really excited about putting out the first, that I know of, the first review on this hair. So I really want to give a full-on review of this hair throughout the time that I'm wearing it, because it was so important to me to find a review on it that I never found. So if you are interested in this hair, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and stay tuned for more videos to come on this hair. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you later. Bye.